You've seen her comedy concerts in all the big cities, like Zor, Ohio at the Elks Lodge, at bingo halls in Stockholm, Wisconsin, and working the retirement home in Louisiana, Missouri. And now you hear her thoughts on her No Reason podcast. Here's Nola J, the chocolate blonde, on the No Reason podcast.
Can I kick it?
Yes, you can.
Welcome to the No Reason podcast. I'm your host, Nola J, a.k.a. Chocolate Blonde, a.k.a. Jizzle.
And I'm your co-host, Young Don Suave, a.k.a. Young Suave Sutra, a.k.a. Suavemente, Suaverati. Don't hurt nobody, COVID-free, you know
Hey,
me.
man, we've been off for 2 weeks. Could you wrap it up? We don't want to make this a long episode because we've been gone for a couple weeks.
I got to catch everybody up.
Catch up on what? You're not going to tell anybody anything.
All my names.
Whatever. Welcome to episode 85.
Woo!
And
I was born in 85. You know that, right?
Oh, you was born. That's right. You were born in 85. That's right.
Allegedly. I don't remember. That's what my birth certificate say.
Here we go again. I don't know, you guys. Last episode I had to take him to urgent care. It was such a long line and the thing. I don't know what I'm gonna do this time. I might just throw him out the window because at this point, I don't know what the hell is wrong with Swizzle.
Throw me out the window, for real?
I don't know what's wrong with you, dude.
Is that why you told me crack it open?
Whatever. So, hey, I hope everyone had a great couple of weeks. The way things was working out, we just couldn't get an episode in last week due to schedule conflict. It was my schedule conflict and Swizzle just being irresponsible. So we couldn't get one out.
Yeah, it was all Suave's fault.
I had to hit the streets. Had gigs in Florida. So I was in Florida.
Shout out to Florida.
Man, let me tell you something. Let's just get into it. Let's not even waste any time. Florida gives no fucks, period. I'm telling you this. If you go to Florida, you taking a chance. You taking a risk. Don't get mad if you go to Florida and come back with COVID, because they do not give a fuck down there. So when I took the gig, I knew the risk I was taking. Because they do not care. Like, they literally, like, mask, like, their signs is mask optional.
Mm-hmm.
There's no, you must enter the mask. I mean, the hotels did. My hotels did. I was in Pensacola, Florida, and Fort Walton Beach. Very nice areas, beautiful weather, beaches. My hotel has a beach. I love doing that room. Crowds was packed. Like, they ain't no phase 4.5. No, they on phase. We out. we open.
2019.
Nah, man. And you take a chance. Like, I walked into one of my gigs. I had my mask on. They was like, "Oh, you must be from up north." Like, they mask shame you.
You from out of town, ain't you?
You like, dang, how you know? I mean, besides my mask say Milwaukee Bucks, but I'm like,
oh, there you go.
I mean, yeah, right.
Ain't no Milwaukee fans nowhere but here.
Right. I'm like, and then you feel weird. So you like, okay, do I take it off? Do I, they ain't separate mics. They bringing in more. The show was selling out. They was bringing in more tables and chairs. I'm like, do y'all have a capacity? What is y'all percentage? Wide open.
Told you I'm moving to Florida.
At your risk, because I'm telling you.
Well, they must be doing all right.
I mean, like I said, I just warning to anyone, if you go to Florida, just know what you're getting yourself into. It was a good time. It was kind of, I'm not going to lie, it felt normal from the year that we had.
Yeah, like a throwback.
Because it was exactly a year, I think, or close to the year. This week or something is close to the year that we went into lockdown. And when I was there, that's what they were like, yeah, a year. It's been a year. And you could tell everybody just wanted to get out. Packed, normal. It looked like, the show looked like it looked when I did the show in 2019. No difference.
Yeah.
And then afterwards, dance floor, DJ, doing a thing. So, this is a PSA. I knew what I was getting myself into when I took the gig. I already knew Florida is a hotbed. I'm just warning anyone else with common sense. Just common sense. If you go to Florida, just know that you taking a risk.
Mm.
And any of you people who really are like, oh my God, I gotta wear my mask and da 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 da. And I'm not knocking anyone. I wear mine. I'm not knocking anyone. But if you choose to take off your mask and get up in people's faces and do things, just remember there is a consequence. That's all. So you can't get mad at anyone and you can't be shocked. I just want people to understand that we know what we're dealing with now. It's a year later, so you can't play dumb. When it originally happened, we all was confused, like, I don't know, do you think so? I might have, blah, blah, blah. Now we know. People are getting it. It's happening. How it's happening, whatever, we know. We're very knowledgeable of it. So at this point, it's at your risk. Do your thing. Period.
YOLO.
Here you go with these corny ass, old ass sayings, YOLO. My God.
They still don't use it?
You were born in 85, dude, not like
Allegedly.
65.
I don't really know. Could be the 80s.
Would you feel what I'm saying, Swizzle? Like, you make choices in life.
I mean, everything you do is consequence, but
Exactly.
you know,
But
I
I don't like the people that are so shocked or like,
I don't think there's people walking around here kissing people in the mouth they just met and then upset because they might have got something. I think people just choose to live with how they live. It's no.
okay, that's your opinion, but I've been around a lot of people. I've seen a lot of things, and I'm telling you, I was in Florida. I saw how they get down, and people are up kissing people, they're doing normal stuff.
Right.
Period.
And they've been like that for months.
Right, but
so it's not.
Okay, you're not understanding what I'm saying. That we know that. So if anyone chooses to go there, realize that's what's going down, and don't be surprised if you either get COVID or whatever the case may be. Just don't be like, oh my God, I did this over my mouth. You were going into a hotbed spot.
My point is that's anywhere. You go anywhere, they're not any more like dealing with it than like.
Have you
a
been
DC
traveling?
A DC
Swizzle?
area.
Have you been traveling?
Nah.
You haven't traveled? Have you been anywhere else?
Nah.
Okay.
I know the numbers though.
I'm speaking. Okay, you hear the numbers in the news. I'm speaking from experience. I've been traveling through all of this since pretty much June, having gigs, and I've been in different spots, and different cities are doing different things. I'm in Tennessee. Everybody masked up. Other places masked up. Florida does not. They just don't care. So I'm speaking from experience. Yeah, there's numbers out there. I get all that. I mean, whatever. It is what it is. But from my experiences, there's states that take it very serious. There's cities that's like, put on your mask, blah, blah, blah. Florida, they don't care. Period. And all I was saying, for the people who haven't traveled or got out there, if you feel like, whoa, I want to go to Florida, cool. Go to Florida, go to Texas, go to Mississippi, go to all these places that are fully open. But just be aware that there's a chance you might catch the vid. That's
West
all
Virginia now.
Huh?
West Virginia too right now, ain't it?
I don't know.
My point is that
people
people that aren't doing, they're not worried about catching it. Like it's not a big deal to them.
Okay, because you've talked to everybody. I'm speaking of some people that have got it and are like shocked, and I'm just like, duh.
But for the most part, people actually there's just two types of people. One that are afraid of it, they're taking every precaution, and the other type that's like, it's basically the flu. It's not going to be the end of the world if I do. So I'm just going to live regardless. There's some people that are in between. They don't know either way, but for the most part, if you're traveling, I mean, you're in the airport. I mean, you're next to people on the plane. So, I mean, you're already putting yourself any kind of risk.
That's another thing, because I travel, get on planes. I know there's a risk. So anyone else who's traveling in on planes, you know you're taking a chance on a plane. So anyway, Florida was a lot of fun. Florida, you guys know how much I make fun of Florida, and Florida gave me all of it. Pensacola, Fort Walton Beach. I saw a dead body in Florida.
Mm.
Yeah, that was random. Some lady hit some young kid in the middle of the street, and I was like one of the first to pull up to the scene and was like, whoa, that's a dead body. Where do I go?
You didn't stop, did you?
I stopped because I stopped. I'm not going to run him over. I stopped. So I'm like, whoa.
He was already dead, or you?
He was dead, laying there dead. The ambulance, no one came. It just happened. Like, I just missed the hit.
Mm.
And I was just like, whoa. And I don't know Florida. I'm trying to use the GPS or whatever. It's taking me in circles. So I end up coming all the way back around and getting right back in the same situation. But this time, the ambulance, can of cops, and their body was gone. And then the cars were piled up. And then, traffic jam. And then I finally got to go. But it was just weird because I was there initially when it happened. And then I come back around and I wish I had just came and it was the traffic jam. I wish I never initially saw it. So that was weird. So that was like, okay, Florida, here we go.
Welcome to Florida.
Pensacola was a cool city. I like Pensacola. And then Fort Walton Beach is like where the Air Force base is at. So it was good.
Fort Walton?
Yep, Fort Walton Beach, but I can't think of Offset. No, Offset might be Omaha. I can't remember. My best friend was in the Air Force, so I know she was stationed in Fort Walton one time.
Offset.
That's Offit. That's in Omaha.
Oh, you're talking about the Migos.
The Air Force. No, that's how millennials think. Yeah, I'm thinking the Migos. No, I'm thinking of an Air Force base name.
Offset. Maybe he's named after.
Yeah, of course. That's what I was thinking of. So yeah, I had a good time. Like I said, the shows was a lot of fun. I got some seafood in my life. The weather was beautiful. It was a good time. They just don't care down there. That's the shit that's funny as hell. What else went on? Gigs. Let's see. Oh, I checked out the Biggie documentary that was on Netflix. It was really good. I like the fact that they had old footage from back in the day. Because that's when I was living on the East Coast. So it was nice to see the old footage and stuff. Mm-hmm. That was dope. Coming to America, too. I tried to watch it in my hotel on Friday night, but I was too tired. So I was like, let me wait till Saturday to check it out. But then when I got to my hotel on Saturday, I always bring like my Roku stick or Fire Stick to the hotels. Mm-hmm. So I can watch my own stuff because the hotels never give you the right channels, and especially when I work casinos, they don't want you in the room. So it'd be some bogus shit that you be stuck watching. So the hotel on Saturday, even though it's a nice hotel and my view opens up to a beach, I couldn't watch what I wanted. But I did find something that was good. Try to catch a smuggler. Man.
A smuggler.
On, is it National Geographic, I think? People smuggling drugs in at the airport. It's a reality show, and so they're following the cops, or they're following the airport employees, the people that catch the smugglers. And it's weird how they be like, yeah, she's from such and such country. Istanbul is one of that's on the list. They were like, yeah, we're gonna check her bags. They checked this one chick's bag. She had 3 packages of flour from Jamaica or something. Mm-hmm. And they cut it open and tasted it was cocaine. One dude, and these people look like normal people, like just normal. They had sex trafficking or sex worker or something. She was coming in. They had one lady who paid $200,000 for a fake ass visa. So I'm like, $200,000. They were showing her, it was like, this is fake. That stamp, this, that. So I ended up finding that show. Now I'm hooked. The things that people try to do, like the flower one was killing me. Because she was like, I don't know. I just go on Facebook and this guy tells me to pick up some stuff. I go get it and then I get money.
Sounds innocent to me.
Right, real innocent. So that's it. That's all I got. We did the Generation Gap 2 weeks ago. Pops
announced his birthday plans,
which he didn't have any.
It turned out to be fake news.
Yeah, Pops is out there. So Pop's 70th birthday is coming up on Sunday, right?
Yep. And
so on the Generation Gap 2 weeks ago, because we've been off for 2 weeks, we did the Generation Gap, and he's a big gambler, so he was gonna get a suite, blah blah blah. He had it all hooked up. Come to find out, that was fake news.
Y'all can come by the suite. We can get Ruyi Chinese food. I'm gonna get another room, and I'm sitting here texting people. All right, let's see what we could do. And then I find out the next day, he didn't get the room yet. He called this morning. I said, okay. Hadn't decided. Then I asked him, and he was like, well, we could do it here, or we could do it there. So eventually ended up, we're basically gutting out the whole floor. So it's going to look completely empty.
I don't know. All I know
so it's going to be
is
at the house.
the group text is annoying, and I can't do group text. My mother does 1,000 group texts. She's got 16 group texts because she don't know how to just keep using the same one. You started a group text for this birthday thing. I muted it. I was done. I was too busy living my life, and all I kept doing, every now and then I check, and his girlfriend is listing all the food he like. I'm like, we all know this. Like, some of that shit on that group text was like, what? We know he likes those type of food. We know it. So whatever it is, I'm gonna get him what he wants. I'm taking him to a Bucks game Monday after his birthday. We can finally get into the Pfizer. I got my tickets finally, and it's not the seats that I normally sit at, but I took what I could get because capacity wise. So do what I gotta do, and they forced me to buy 2 tickets, which is irritating, but it's fine. I'm gonna take my nephew. It worked out perfectly because last year before things shut down, his birthday gift, we was going to the Bucks game anyway. So this all works out. So I'm getting Pops that. I come through for the little shing ding and call it a day. But y'all was doing too much in that group text. Too much.
Oh, you didn't like my jokes?
I didn't read out none of the stuff because it was annoying. Because group texts are just annoying, period. They're annoying.
Yeah.
And so I muted it because I was like, I'm not going to keep ding, ding, ding. Well, my text message is Drake. So it's a Drake song. So it's not that bad. So I'll sit there and listen to it because it's a Drake song. But besides that, I was just, and you guys weren't getting nothing accomplished. You weren't talking about shit. And then when she lists all the food he liked, I'm like, we know this. And all she listed was soul food. Like, it wasn't like she said something that was clever, like, he really likes those prawns.
It was stuff that she makes every week.
Every Sunday she makes that food. And then when she told the gin he likes, yeah, we know that. That's what I bought last year for his birthday. We did the exact same thing last year. We haven't done it. We're not doing anything different.
He did ask, he backed off. He asked about doing the generation gap with everybody on Sunday.
And I don't want to do all that because we tried to do it last year. Kim got, you know what happens, man. It didn't work. So we were not doing that. We could do one beforehand if he wants, just because, or we could do it that way. But no. Because
I'm still debating because he's cleaning everything up, so we could at least be in the same room.
If you want, you know what? That's your show. My bad. Do what you want to do. I don't even know why I just told you that. If you want to do it, cool. It's your show. My bad. I keep forgetting. Go for it.
But your input is always,
I'm good. I just know that we attempted it last year, and I know if people are not used to, and I'm not saying for anyone to get offended, but if you're not used to doing podcasts, you got to understand the etiquette and all that, and it's a lot more than what people think than just a bunch of people talking and kicking it.
Right.
And we've established, the 3 of us, enough that we know how to work it. You're adding different elements. And I know one thing, his broad, please, she interrupted us when we're doing a generation gap. So I can imagine trying to.
Oh, she's not getting the mic. She's not going to.
It doesn't matter. She don't have the mic for the generation gap, and you can still hear her. She's still in the background. No, you still hear her. And you know our sister, please. So.
Okay.
That's my input, but if we decide to do it, I'm on board. I'm a team player. I will do it. I'm just stating I could be wrong. It could go perfectly very smooth. And everything will work out perfectly, and we'll have a great episode.
Yeah.
So, that's just food for thought. All right.
For sure.
Swizzle, I'm only going to give you 2 minutes. We're going to take a break because you ain't going to tell us shit anyway. But what you been up to?
Because I'm so important. I got to get it all. Well, I've had an action-packed 2 weeks. I've been watching this show called Undercover Billionaire. I really like it. Also, I'm not going to get into it though.
Of course you not. I don't even know why I even give the mic to you. I'm about to go to sleep.
Also, I'm writing. So, remember a month ago, I was like, I'm making music again. I'm making beats and all that. I got my shit set up. now I'm writing again, and now it's getting serious. So definitely stay tuned. I actually have a record that is 80% done, and I'm gonna get a feature on it, and I might be putting that out sooner than later, Jizzle.
Okay.
So the Don Suave that formerly known as a rapper will actually be back as being a rapper again.
You got bars.
Yeah, I'm pretty elite when it comes to bars. So
okay.
yeah.
Is that it? Because I took a little nap. I'm sorry.
I took a little nap, but I didn't mean to disturb you.
You kind of put me to sleep. All right, you guys, we're gonna take a break. We come back. We're gonna do some sports. We're gonna get into it. We're gonna probably wing it on sports because the NBA kind of had a break because the All-Star NFL ain't happening. Baseball's about to start up.
Yeah, Lonzo took a short break.
Here we talking about these nuts again. You know what? We'll be right back. This is episode 85, the No Reason Podcast. I am Nola J.
And I'm Don Suave. Don't touch that AB switch on your television.
The AB switch.
It's a throwback.
I'm going to take your temperature during the break. We'll be right back. And we are back. It's the No Reason Podcast, episode 85. I am Nola J.
And I am.
He has no idea who he is.
Don Swizzy Suave, the suave criminal.
What? How you just gonna stop? How you just gonna stop the whole entire energy with that dud?
The
You
suave
do that.
criminal.
That is just dumb.
You've heard of the smooth criminal.
Okay, we're moving on. Let's do some sports. Sports is gonna be short and sweet because we ain't got a lot going on. Let's go to the baseball, the MLB. Texas Rangers plan to have full capacity of fans for 2021 opening day.
Word. Texas
is another one like Florida. They do not give a fuck
Word.
at all. The rest of Major League Baseball should get vaccines for its players. Here we go with that again. Let's see how it is. I think the Brewers, we can't tailgate. That hurt my feelings.
Are they still even called the Brewers?
Stop it. We're still called the Brewers. They just changed the stadium to that
The Family Life
dumbass
or
name.
some shit?
Just shut up. Do we have to talk about that? You hater. What is your national stadium called? What's that called? Baseball stadium? Knowing your generic ass city?
No, that's I don't even know what it's called.
Thank you. You don't even know because you don't pay no attention.
It's in Southeast though.
So anyways, baseball, the Brewers is going to open back up. We can't have tailgating and it's going to have limited.
No tailgating?
Nope, they say you can't tailgate.
Damn, what?
Yep, I checked on it yesterday. So, but they're letting fans back in. NFL, Russell Wilson, same thing. Does he get traded? Does he stay? We're going to play this game for a minute. You want to talk about Dak Prescott? I hate the Cowgirls. I hate everything about them. So what do you think about that?
Well, for the people that this is important to, that makes the four top. I think he's the highest paid quarterback of all time. Ever at that $170 million is the deal.
Did he go out injured though last season or something?
Yeah, he just came off.
Right,
injured.
he just came off and they still gonna pay him, huh?
But to me, this is just. You can call me crazy, but this is this.
I'll call you crazy with no problem.
Yeah, please do, because this is like. This symbolism stuff that I don't, he doesn't deserve that contract really, but he does make. They showed. I saw that him, Deshaun Watson, obviously Russell Wilson, Mahomes. They're the highest paid quarterbacks of all time, and they're all black.
Quarter blacks, as I
Right.
like to call them.
Yeah. So
that's the only reason I give him love because he's a quarter black. But I hate the Cowgirls, which means by default I'm not a fan of his. But he's a quarter black, so I give love on that front, and he's getting paid.
But to me, he's trash because he's a cowboy.
I think he is.
And he's a cowboy.
I'm glad you said it. I tried. I'm glad you said that because it's exactly how I feel.
Yeah.
All right, so the quarter blacks. We'll see what goes with Russell Wilson. We'll check it out. Now, I'm a Russell Wilson fan. Everybody knows that because he's a former Badger, Wisconsin. So that's my dude. Packers. We're trying to do some things so we can get into some Super Bowl type stuff. So I'm not quite sure what we're doing.
I don't either.
But we're keeping Aaron Jones. But he's not getting. They're not giving him the franchise tag though. So I mean, that's their business. I hope they work it out. I don't know what to say with that. Like, at the end of the day, I'm a ride or die Packer fan. So it doesn't matter. I'm gonna watch it no matter what they do, and I'm still root for them. Whatchamacallit, Aaron Rodgers just said some things. Okay, here he go. He gonna get distracted. Talking about now that he engaged, he's looking forward to having children, a family.
Oh, isn't that great? Isn't that amazing?
You know what? I'm gonna give this a minute, but the minute we start looking horrible, she gotta go. It's a wrap.
Well, what do you do? What are y'all gonna do? I mean,
We do what we do.
Obviously, there's a
we
big,
do what we do, and they disappear. How about that?
So you gonna make her disappear?
We do what we do, and they disappear. Period.
Damn.
You ain't seen how we did it.
What happened to Danica?
Gone, done. We went in on her. She couldn't handle it. You got to be a real secure woman to date Aaron Rodgers because he got fans that ain't no joke. Why you think he kept that a secret? You already know why he kept it a secret. I already talked about why.
Well, this one's out, so he's with it to the end.
Nope. The minute he start effing up, she gotta go. Bottom line. All right, that's it pretty much for NFL. I mean, that's not really much going on. They're gonna do some trades. People are gonna do some things.
49ers are looking at Deshaun Watson.
Oh, okay.
They're saying he could be the Steph Curry of the NFL.
I just want to wait and see whatever happens with football.
Because it's still basketball season. We still got to get through some good basketball.
We do. All right, and speaking of basketball, let's get into it. All-Star game. Giannis was the MVP. He was killing them threes. Killing them. The dunk contest was weak as fuck. Magic Johnson tweeted to let us know. Because you know Magic.
Yeah, he's profound.
He always is Captain Obvious. Which his kids can't EJ, his son, he still identifies as a male.
I don't know.
He does.
Did you just defend him?
Defend who?
Is he son?
EJ, I think EJ identifies as a male.
I haven't seen him in a long time, so I don't know.
I mean, he's gay and he dresses. I don't know. I don't know his pronouns. Maybe I should look it up. I hope I'm not disrespecting
before you start
him.
calling him his son.
He is still a son. He's not changed as a son. He hasn't transitioned into anything.
Okay.
But could any of his kids let him know on Twitter? Like, can you stop stating the obvious?
I don't think they follow him on Twitter.
They probably don't, because I blocked my mom, so I get it. They probably like, we ain't gonna pay no attention.
Hey, man, we get this all the time.
Right. So
if you don't finish your homework, you won't be done doing homework.
Well,
thank you, Dad.
The dunk contest was horrible.
The dude that won, he blew the rim and didn't really blow the rim. I didn't really get that.
A lot of those were repeat dunks. Like, we've seen these before.
The one was all right. The one dude that he wasn't even in the finals, I don't think. The dude from New York, he plays for the Knicks.
Yeah.
He had some unique. That one where he bounced it with one hand and grabbed it. That was.
I mean,
But there was no Zion. Zion would have killed it.
It was weak. 3-point. I think Steph Curry didn't he win it? I think so.
Steph Curry won it off the last shot.
Yeah.
Should have been Zoe in that, but Zoe wanted to spend time with his family.
These nuts. These nuts didn't do nothing.
Well, what's name turned it down?
Who?
LaMelo. He turned down the skills challenge.
LaMelo, they was trying to do a trade for these nuts, and it didn't fall through.
A trade for these nuts.
They was trying to get Melo. Some team was trying to get it. I just read about it, but I didn't bother to bring it because I don't like talking about them all the time. So, anyway.
Nobody trying to trade for Melo. He's a rookie.
Not trade, but they were trying to pick him up. A team.
He's a rookie.
Not Melo.
Talk about Zoe?
The thief. It's the thief's name.
Leangelo.
That's it. The thief's name. I can't see the thief. I can never remember the thief's name. I call him the thief.
That's probably would be your favorite one.
Don't tell me that thief would be my favorite one.
Yeah, I don't know if you've seen him. You probably like him.
Anywho, so basketball, All-Star went on. Giannis put on a great show. Giannis and LeBron played together. That was random. Blake Griffin is going to the Brooklyn Nets. The Brooklyn Nets is just going to have everybody. It's kind of like soul playing.
You know what would be funny? They got all those players, including James Harden and Durant, and lost to Westbrook and the Wizards in the first round.
I hope so.
Because the Wizards have their former coach who coached all them, Scott Brooks. That would be perfect.
Well, I can't wait to see how this is. And the Pfizer is letting us back in. So my first game is May 22nd. And I do have the Brooklyn Nets in my package. But it's not till May. So I hope nothing changes. I hope don't nobody F up.
Or Durant gets hurt.
So I don't care about Durant or the Brooklyn anyone get hurt. I'm talking about something messed up where we can't go to the games in person again.
We'll be all right.
I'm sure we will. I'm just saying. So
it's over. It's done.
I'm excited. My season ticket is back on. At first, they wasn't going to let us back in. And then my Bucks rep called me yesterday. He was like, we're going to let you guys. They approved our plan. So just go on tomorrow and pick your tickets. Now, it's not the normal seats I would have, but I'm not complaining because of the limited capacity. I'm still in the lower level. It's just not as close as I'm used to being. But next, for the regular season, I'll be back on point. But they had to play it by ear to see when they can let people in because they had to submit a plan and all that. So I'm excited. So for Pop's birthday, he gets to see the Indiana Pacers. He can take it or leave it. I mean, he can't be choosy because they only allowed us. It was weird. They allowed us so many games, and I had to purchase. Normally, and anybody know me, I go to the games by myself because I love it. That's just my peace and quiet. I can chill, have a good time. But they forced me to buy an extra ticket. So, Pops is one, and then my nephew is for the rest of them. At least I'm not going to trick it off on somebody I don't like.
Yeah, or sell it.
No, my nephew will be happy. 16, we have a good time doing it. So anyways, that's what's going on with the NBA. Is there anything else we want to talk about? There's going to be some trades. I'm just waiting to see what's going to happen with trades in the NBA. Woke news, your Washington football. This should have went in woke news, but it's also sports. Washington football team is replacing cheerleaders with a co-ed dance team.
Oh yeah,
they're really woke. Ever since they got rid of the Redskins and got really woke,
they're just leading.
They're doing it they're doing it all. So you're gonna have a co-ed dance team.
It's not even the fact that it's co-ed; it's the fact that the males still blend in with.
You need to stop. Cause see, what's gonna happen is you're gonna say something wrong. Let's see what they got about these nuts. Melo. They thought Zoe was gonna be the dude. Is that it?
What about him?
Melo Ball is a player we were promised. Zoe Ball would be. Stephen A. Smith. I agree.
Well, Stephen A. Smith is just a hater.
See, here we go. Why you gotta be a hater?
Because he went on TV the other day, last week, and was talking about the Pelicans, and him and I don't know the white dude's name. He used to be a rapper, but
okay, that should narrow it down. Eminem.
Nah, he's I forget his name, but he was on there, and they were talking about the Pelicans and about Zion, and you know Zoe's been playing. Basically, he's playing pretty well lately. Like he's playing pretty much what we expected from him, but. Stephen A. Smith was like, you know what this team needs? This team needs like a young Chris Paul. They need like a point guard to come in. Like he soloed out the point guard. They have weaknesses. Point guard is not the issue, but he never said his name. He was like, they need like a young star point guard. They didn't even really have an example. He just was like, they need a point guard. So he's just hating. And ESPN, you already know they blackball. They don't like the Ball family anyway because of switching gears.
Yeah, everyone hates these nuts family.
Because remember LeVar switched gears on whatever her name is.
But that was weak though. When she said that was weak.
So that they've been blackballed since. But he just doesn't like, I don't know. It could be they skip college. I don't know, but he's a hater.
Okay.
So he's gonna say all these types of things all the time.
And you're gonna stand up for him. All right, let's move on because I don't want to do a whole segment on these nuts family. James Harden Rockets will retire his number 13 jersey. Team owner said it will be hanging with Hakeem, Drexler, and Yamin.
Okay.
What do you? I don't know. Really?
I mean, I never heard it done in the middle of the season, but I can't argue that.
Houston. How long was he with Houston?
It's been a minute.
He took them to the finals. 8 seasons.
The finals.
He had 8 seasons.
I don't think they've been
3
in the finals.
scoring. Wait a minute. The Western finals. Western
Western
Conference finals. Not the finals. No.
Right.
He will return, and this was 2 weeks ago, I think. When he returned back there, they're gonna do it. I don't know. I guess that's where he spent the most time at than Oklahoma, huh?
He became a superstar there. MVPs,
At Houston.
Put up like 30-something points a game one season.
You know what? I should have put that at Who Gives a Fuck News because I really don't care.
So now you hate.
You know how I feel about Harden. I don't like the way Harden. He put on a fat suit to get traded, all that other stuff, man.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
I'm good on Harden.
But his game is different now in Brooklyn.
Whatever.
He's playing like a regular guard at an elite level. So
he ain't got no choice. He done made a spectacle of everything. He gonna have to come. They all gonna have to come and settle down because they didn't made this such a huge ordeal with all of them. Now Blake Griffin.
No, I think it had more to do with the fact that his team was trash in Houston.
Said it out loud
outside of
to
when
them.
they had Chris Paul.
Well, he told them that,
Yeah.
which wasn't good. He said that.
But it's probably because you're not behind the scenes. You don't really know how they're talking to him behind the. They're probably not giving him enough credit.
It doesn't matter about what's behind the scenes. It's kind of respect.
Man,
why would you disrespect them in public though? They never disrespected him. I don't know. I don't like the way he moved. Period. So, I mean, they'll do a 30 for 30, and maybe I'll see the other perspective when they do the 30 for 30.
With the beard?
I guess they call it the beard that left Houston.
The last beard?
I don't know what they're going to do, but if they do a 30 for 30 and help me understand, then, okay, I'll try to understand. But on what we saw in fans and basketball fans, regardless of what happened behind scenes, it was garbage. He could have handled it differently. He did a whole spectacle.
Yeah.
Fat suits, cussing them out, all that.
Fat suit, I mean, you got to do what you got to do.
All right. Okay, that's the end of sports. We're going to cut that really short because we do have a lot of no reason stories. And then the Jizzle Corner is coming up, and I have no idea what I'm going to talk about.
And don't listen to it.
And I hate when he does that.
Because it's still going to be lit.
At this point, I have no idea what I'm going to talk about. So this is episode 85, No Reason Podcast. I am Nola J.
And I am Don Suave. Don't touch that antenna. Don't mess up your connection. We'll be right back.
What do you think these people on dial-up? You think they got an AOL disc?
Nah, the RF switch. With the.
Oh, my God. We'll be right back. And we are back. It's episode 85, No Reason Podcast. I am Nola J.
And I am a Swizzy Suave.
Ew. 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 Ew.
That's my clubhouse voice.
Listen.
After 9 p.m.
You know what? You got mad at me earlier when I tried to do an intro soft and sweet. So what makes you
that was
think
soft and sweet what you did?
It was. It was very soft and sweet.
Sound like you in the library.
That's what you do on Clubhouse? That's how you... I'm glad I don't go to some of your rooms. I'm so glad I don't. And if I do go to your rooms, I'm coming up and I'm going in on you.
Hey, what's up, Jizzle?
Ew! I swear to God. I swear to God. You know what? If I get a moderator in your room, you doing that, I'm going to tell them to PTR.
PTR.
Yep, so they can see that you are my little brother and how creepy that is. Talking to you. I'm gonna be like, y'all, this is my little brother. This is gross. I'm out. That's how you be in them choosing rooms. You ain't been in no networking, no nothing, have you?
Yeah, I have. All crypto,
okay.
vegan.
Or you been in Demon Time and
I'm in
Cash App?
I do those on Friday night. Friday and Saturday night. And then Tuesday night I did one, but yeah, mostly I'm in like stuff that you would call corny, like entrepreneur marketing stuff.
How's that corny? That's not corny.
Well, whenever
Ay, Dios mío. I'm an entrepreneur. Why would you say that? That's not
because
corny.
anytime I talk about that kind of stuff,
I mean that's what I'm supposed to do.
but
It makes you stronger. I just make you have a thicker skin.
I do have a room on
Wait,
Friday.
hold on. No, let's stop. Hold on. Before you let our listeners think that I just be hating on that stuff.
What's
Because
up?
you know, goodness will, I compliment you all the time and
Goodness
give you your
will?
flowers. Yes.
Good and well, or good?
I don't know. You just leave me alone. I've been in Florida. Listen.
See what it says? Visit
That's
Florida.
what it says. It's in Florida. So I've been in Florida. And the bottom line is, goodness will, I give you your flowers and compliment you, your entrepreneurship and all that stuff. So don't have our listeners think I'm some shitty big sister that's just always be like, this corny. Don't do that. Do.
They can come to their own conclusion.
And I'm an entrepreneur as well. It ain't come to their own conclusion. I don't need you to get these false narratives out here.
But let me give you see on
Hater.
Clubhouse, you can follow me at I am Don Suave.
Oh my God. I
And,
can't with this voice. I can't.
Before
I
we
can't.
get into no reason stories that we got coming up, Jizzle, do you want to shout out your Clubhouse handle so that people can follow you? on Clubhouse?
Okay. I'm having a problem with my handle because they came up to where you can keep your alias, and I accidentally deleted mine and it said Nola J. And then when I try to change my regular name, it's got Nola JJ.
Is that why it says JJ?
I'm a chocolate blonde, you guys, and everyone who knows me, you should not be surprised. So there's nothing I could do about it. I tried to go change it. They told me I had to send in documents that my name was legally changed. It was too much to go through. So I'm Nola JJ, but I'm at Nola J Comedy, I think, at Clubhouse though.
Okay. Well, I'm not gonna lie. When I first signed up, I had to do some searching because you could do an alias and you can do a name, but it wasn't clear which one would show up as the name.
No, your alias shows up because I accidentally deleted mine permanently. It was on complete accident. I had Nola J. When I went in the rooms, it's Nola J. Now I'm going to rooms, it's Nola, which is fine, but I had Nola J when I used to go in the rooms. But then when you go click on my profile, it says Nola JJ. So I'm over it. This is Chocolate Blonde. This is my life. This is what I go through.
That should be in your bio. Just say, you know what? I'm a chocolate blonde, and
I do have chocolate blonde.
don't
in
judge
there.
me.
I do, but I missed Clubhouse, so I'm gonna get back into it tomorrow because I have things to do and I can get back into it. But I've been so busy moving around, and Clubhouse is one of those things. Yeah, you network, you gain stuff, and you can have fun, but it can distract you. And then when you look up, you be like, "Damn, I got to do all this." And then there's times where I've said this, and Swizzle agreed. Like, I'm going to get with it on Saturday because I'm going to be running errands and doing things. It's nice just to listen to a conversation, not be a part of it, but it's good. So I'm going to get back into it this weekend because there's some great rooms, a lot of comedy rooms that people have invited me to and to join and get into it. So I want to get into that. There's entrepreneur rooms.
For sure, because we definitely
everywhere.
got to get the Jizzle's Corner.
Yes. We got to start a room, period. So
Yeah.
since you doing your network and all that, you started and pin me and moderate me, have me a moderator.
Because they opened it up. This is technical talk. If you're not on Clubhouse, you don't know what we're talking about. But they opened up where you can start a club right from the app.
Yep,
now.
I
So,
know. I look at all the updates when they come through.
Yeah, so for
Period.
the people, we'll be able to get a club going for the Jizzle's Corner.
Yeah, well, if I can figure out what I want to talk about. So yeah, still rocking Clubhouse. We're still all in there. We still I mess with it. And Swizzle didn't believe me. Now he's all into it. So I'm happy to hear that. All right, let's get into these no reason stories. I decided to do a Milwaukee story. A Kia Hyundai targeted. A Milwaukee woman's car stolen twice in a month. Why are
Damn.
they stealing a Kia Hyundai?
And was it the same person that's
I don't know. A Milwaukee's woman car was stolen twice, exactly a month apart. It's one of those two types of cars police are seeing involved in increased thefts over several months. They must be easy to steal.
They got to be.
They have to be.
There has to be no other.
There's
reason.
no other reason why you're stealing these
But
cars.
it might be good on gas, right? You don't want to steal a car and run out of gas.
Kia?
Yeah, they're
Hyundai?
good. They're good on gas.
Back in the day, Generation X probably remembers this. We used to have, when I lived in Pittsburgh, whenever someone would drive past in a Hyundai, we would like do a chop on their arm. It was like a little signal we do and be like, Hyundai.
That's something racist.
I don't know what it was. We was just weirdos.
Is it a karate chop?
Well, I think it's because Hyundai is a weird car. Anyway, so this lady said I came out one morning and my car was gone. Said Amanda Methafis, whatever.
Not Amanda Meth.
Her life hits the brakes when her car was stolen from West Vine, whatever. Anyways, somebody keeps stealing this damn car for no reason, and I'm trying to understand why. It's a Kia Hyundai. I don't understand what is going on.
It was here for about a day and a half. Go back up. And I went outside on Friday morning, came out to leave to go to work, and it was gone again.
Why do they keep stealing this damn car?
So, okay, in a private lot. So it wasn't at her house. But it was totaled when they found it the next day. Goodness
Good.
gracious.
She don't need it anymore.
At this
she
point,
need a new damn car.
At this point,
so
it's not her car.
Right.
Her car is for the streets.
Well, they did
would
her a
say.
favor because it needed to be totaled so we can stop seeing this stupid ass
Maybe
story.
she should not get a Hyundai.
I forgot to mention also trivia. You guys have done with trivia training. I completely forgot to tell you.
Oh
that.
man, you graduated.
I graduated. I did 2 shows on my own. 2 weeks in a row. Yep.
Did I miss him?
We've been gone for 2 weeks, and the 2 weeks we've been gone, I've done trivia on my own. No more training. No more none of that. And I've gotten into my because I DJ. So I
DJ JJ.
So for you guys that are local in Milwaukee, if you guys want to hear me do trivia, it's every Tuesday night at the Crafty Cow in Bayview. It's on KK, Connecticut Street.
Kniff?
You can't even say it, sir, because you're not from
That's
here.
an Eminem joke. You didn't get that.
I got it, but you
Kniff.
still not. You trying to deflect the fact that you can't rock with how to pronounce the name. Period. Okay.
I remember what it looks like.
So whatever.
I'm not gonna try to
I'm
say
on
it.
that street, Bayview Crafty Cow, every Tuesday 7 to 9. But I'm a DJ too, and I'm starting to enjoy it because what I did is when I get done playing the song, I'll say who the artist is and I give some fun fact, but my facts are like they're just random as fuck. So I'm finding a little niche now.
Okay.
I'm getting it together, but I know how to set up my little system. I got my questions together. I'm very proud of myself because being a chocolate blonde is a handicap, you guys. And I didn't think I was going to be able to handle the technical part.
Right.
Like I can handle reading the questions and the mic and the music. It's just setting up everything, making sure everything come out because I take over the whole entire system in the bar.
Right.
So they turn off their stuff, and then it's just me DJing with my little playlist. So now I'm gonna take some time and make a decent playlist now too, as well.
Okay.
Because I'm getting into it. So
Okay.
yeah. So yeah, I've graduated from trivia. I'm officially a trivia host on Tuesday nights. So I'm very proud of myself. I forgot to talk about that in our general stuff.
We're gonna have to pull up 1 week.
Well, I gotta start advertising now that I'm comfortable. Now I'm out of training.
Right.
Because that was the first problem. And then dude is so old school. Like he makes everyone like use a laptop. It's just an old school setup. And last week I brought my iPad and it was so much easier. I'm like, why do I have to keep using this? Like some stuff I just couldn't understand, but I realized he's just old school.
Mm-hmm.
And he's just even the people I trained with, everyone had a laptop.
As opposed to
I brought my iPad. And it went smooth on Tuesday. Yesterday. Yep, yesterday. It was super smooth. Because the laptop is bulky, big, and how they have me set up right now until they build it up,
Mm-hmm.
I don't have enough room for all that.
Yeah.
So I could touch the screen, scroll down, just, it's no issues. Everything is just flowing. So he probably going to come in, the boss, because he's my boss. I'm sure he's going to come in one day, see it, and be like, Are you sure that's going to work out? But I have the laptop in my backpack. If something happens, I don't see what would happen.
But it connects to the sound system, or
the sound system? I have a adapter.
Oh, the thing you showed me.
Yep, I have adapter.
I got you.
So I can use my iPad or my phone, and it goes throughout the system. I used my phone last night because it's just easier with my phone to do that. But I'm becoming a iPad laptop DJ. The ones I used to make fun of.
Yeah.
That's me now. I'm like, I've become one of them.
DJ
people.
Nola J.
Yeah, I'm DJ Nola J. Leave my name alone, okay? I can't change it. It pisses me off.
You gotta send them your birth certificate.
Every time I try to touch it to change it, be like, nope, this is permanent. Unless you change your name, send us documents. I'm like,
I'm not going.
So y'all really think my name is Nola J? Is that what you're telling me?
That's what happened with me and Facebook. They wanted my documents to switch to Brian. I'm like, all right, I'm good. I'm Don Suave then.
I don't think I haven't been on Facebook in a minute, to be honest. When you just said Facebook, I'm like, oh yeah, Facebook. I be on Twitter, Instagram, but I'm getting random. Do you see my DMs?
I don't read them, but I see the
my
usernames
DMs?
that come in.
What is going on?
Are they fans? Are they?
I don't know what they are, but I'm just
sliding in?
I don't know. And a lot of people, I'm just sending to general. I don't know what's going. My DMs has been crazy.
Are they speaking English?
Crazy. Some of them don't speak English. On my Nola J page, man, it's all DR men. They just like but I'm like, So I don't know. I don't know what's going on. My DMs are weird right now. All of them.
Tell them how to catch a smuggler going on.
I don't know. My DMs is on some weird shit right now. All right, let's get into some no reason stories. I really want to make this short and sweet. I know we've been gone for 2 weeks, but still. So, wife, 50 years old, stabs estranged husband to death, wraps his body in a plastic and hides it under a mattress, and then joins in the search for him.
Okay, played it off.
A month after he told a friend he wanted a divorce because she is crazy. What? This is not Florida.
No, this is across the pond.
Pittsburgh. This is where I stayed at. Pittsburgh.
Oh, it's Pittsburgh.
My stomping grounds, my second home. Yeah. Janet Winbush, 50, was charged with criminal homicide. So she stabbed her husband, put him in the mattress. How do you put a body in a mattress?
Sheesh. Under a mattress.
Under a mattress. And then join in for a search. How do you do that?
Where do we find this guy?
Dude, I was going to say, guess what race it is?
Well, the way Derek was spelled, that was my inclination that he was.
Yeah, because we can see how things are spelled. Our listeners have no idea how it was. Pittsburgh. Wow. Allegheny County. Yep, I used to live in Allegheny County. Do I know these people?
Allegheny.
Janet Winbush and Derek Davis. He's been missing since December 21st.
Wow.
And coming to find out, she was straight up crazy.
That's beyond crazy.
How do you just like, I'll help you.
She played it off. Where is he? Oh my God. I haven't seen him.
FBI says they're aware of UFO sighting reported by American Airlines. So I guess they're looking into it.
It's going to come out this year.
You guys have to remember some of these articles are 2 weeks old, so I'm not going to read all of them because it's already been covered. Twitter announced new paid subscription service called Super Follow. I'm not paying for Twitter.
It's like the YouTube Super Chat.
I'm not doing it. I mean, Twitter, you have the ability to cancel people, remove accounts. Now you're going to have me pay you for it? I'm good with Twitter on that. I'm good.
Well, if you have somebody you mess with, like on YouTube, like the Super Chat, like people pay to support the person streaming.
Okay, well, you break it down, Swizzle. What is this all about?
It's with YouTube, if you do a live stream.
I'm not talking about YouTube. What is this Twitter thing that they're doing? The Twitter announced a new paid subscription.
It's the same thing where creators and content providers can get paid by their fans by setting up a subscription. It's kind of like...
So it's like Patreon.
Like Patreon.
And all that other stuff. Okay,
right,
cool.
Right.
All right, cool.
They're just all trying to figure out how to monetize.
Yeah, they're all trying to figure out the win. I gotta really do something.
Because monetization is
page.
Yeah, you do something with that.
I gotta. What?
Why are you telling me?
But why do you never want to hear me out?
Because I already.
This is a
what
business.
do I need to hear about that?
Because you need to help me figure out how I can market stuff. Isn't that what you do?
As many platforms as there are, I mean, OnlyFans, you could use it. It's just that
I'm gonna use it.
it's so many other different
I've
ways
seen people.
to charge $5-10 a month. There's so many other different platforms.
I've seen people. They make a lot of money, dude.
100%.
Make a lot of money. How about? I mean, just show a little skin and make some money.
Hey, that's on you. I don't know what you talking about. Potatoes, Mr. Potato Head.
Why? Why aren't you trying to help me with this?
Because I have nothing to add to that.
So, my page is just sitting here, man. I got to do something. It's easy money, man. It's easy money.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna figure it out.
Yeah, figure that out.
What is like I'm gonna figure out a fetish that guys are into.
Eating turkey legs? Maybe that'll get you.
You know what? That's a good idea. Like I put on a whole bunch of lip gloss and eat a turkey leg.
Turn the sound up real, so you get to.
You know what? And suck on the bone. Yeah. Swizzle, I knew you'd help me. That's it.
So go ahead and do that, but you
That's
ain't got to update me. Just go ahead and do it.
Nah, man, you gotta help me. You know, I
ain't helping you do nothing.
Yeah, you gotta. I'm going. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put on my lips. Gonna be wet, like glossy.
You talking about some ill with my voice.
And then I'm gonna get a big old. I'm gonna air fry turkey leg real quick, and I'm gonna eat it. I bet you any money I'm gonna make some money off it. You gave me. I'm gonna start with the turkey leg.
Hey,
I'm gonna start with the turkey leg.
I would not be surprised if you get 10 subscribers.
I'm gonna 10, and I charge them I charge them $9.99 a month just because I don't know what I'm doing.
Can't they still tip?
They can tip.
So do the 5, and then
Okay, see, you guys see how Swizzle's still helping me out. He said he wasn't gonna help me, but I knew he would.
Don't ask me critique. Don't send me no damn links. What do you think about this?
You know what? Saturday or Sunday before maybe Pop says no. That's kind of creepy. Saturday.
Because in the party you're gonna be checking OnlyFans messages all night.
Right. Saturday, I'm gonna go to Whole Foods. Been having turkey legs. I don't know why, but they just been on the turkey leg. I don't know. It's a weird place, but I shop at Whole Foods, so that's not that weird. I'm gonna go get some turkey legs from Whole Foods. I'm gonna air fry it. I'm gonna take my iPad. You see how big my iPad is, so the camera's perfect on here. And I'm gonna videotape me eating a turkey leg, and I'm gonna post it on OnlyFans and see what happens. But I gotta go to Sephora and get my Fenty Rihanna's lip gloss and make sure my lips is really moist.
Okay.
But moist to the point where it's not like grease dripping down my chin or anything like that. But just you don't want to hear this anymore. Okay, we're gonna move on to the no reason stories again. Here's something that says 38% Americans would give up sex for a year just to travel again.
It's not surprising since nobody's been traveling.
I'm confused because
anyway,
no one's been traveling.
Nobody's been traveling. Nobody's been getting the poon unless they had a roommate. Anyway,
who? Okay, I'm gonna be quiet.
Most people. You
said most people.
Yeah, most people.
Okay.
Not everybody.
Okay. I'm gonna move on for that.
38%.
I'm gonna move on.
38%. We'll just go with that number. That's believable.
Just so they can't get on a plane.
That's believable.
They give up sex for a year so they can get on a plane again.
So they can travel again. Which you could always travel.
I've been traveling, so I'm confused.
But a lot of people, they don't think it's safe, so they think they can't, basically.
Those are the people who are responsible.
And they're not having sex anyway, so they can go another year in their mind.
Okay. All right. Well, apparently I can't relate to that article. So let's move on. Instagram announced live room feature where you can broadcast with 5 users at one time. I think I've seen this already.
Compete with you know who.
Everyone's competing with everyone. It doesn't even matter anymore.
So they can try to steal, like they stole Snapchat.
Yep. But that's, Instagram is Facebook owned. So that's Mark Zuckerberg. Speaking of Mark Zuckerberg, Facebook announced a new app for aspiring rappers called Bars. So he's just trying to win on all levels.
Hey, they got money.
Yeah, I just don't trust dude. I don't know what it is about him, but I just don't really. I really don't care too much about him. But it is what it is. They're doing something for the culture.
You think that's for the culture?
I don't know. At this point, I don't know. I hope that people for the culture that are dealing with stuff like this is negotiating properly. They're getting represented properly. I hope Dave Chappelle has set an example for what he went through and how he got his stuff back. But moving forward, I hope we have enough sense now not to get got. That's all. That's all I can say.
Yeah, but any platform for quote unquote aspiring rappers. Yeah,
I don't know.
I'm skeptical.
I mean, they have aspiring rappers on Clubhouse.
Yeah,
So-
but it's not. That's a different market. Like the come up, those talent, those showcases
Yeah,
where you
but
pay
people are
$300
coming up
and
off
stuff.
of Clubhouse as well. Okay, let's move on because I don't want to stick on this stuff a lot. I think everybody heard about the New York lady who found her whole entire apartment hidden behind her bathroom mirror. Like she heard some noise, she opened up her medicine cabinet, and somehow she discovered there was a hole, and there was a whole another apartment.
So she had a neighbor.
Not a neighbor, it was just a whole apartment. No one was staying there, but it was a whole.
Oh, like a secret, like not even.
A secret apartment right behind her apartment. She had no idea.
Damn.
Right, for no reason. Here's another one. Rapper chopping off British teacher's penis to make a gory YouTube video.
What?
I guess you do anything you need to do to make a YouTube
Do
video.
anything for clout. Like what?
Any-
Not for real, right?
A Spanish rapper has gone on trial accused of cutting off a British teacher's penis with a 12-inch kitchen knife
Oh hell no.
in a deal so the victim could get hits for the gory video on YouTube. Anything for likes.
Do anything for clout.
Anything for likes.
Do anything for clout.
He is literally facing up to 4 years and 6 months to be found guilty. That's it? He cut off... hold on.
Did he agree to it? He paid him $200.
He chopped... he agreed to pay the fee depending on how many times the amputation video was shared on social media. So I guess he agreed... What? This is...
Maybe he one of them people that agreed to not have sex for a year. He was like, "Fuck it, I'm not ever having it again."
He agreed a deal with the accused to pay him, and this is in their money currency, so I don't know what it is.
Pounds.
It is pounds, which would depend on how many views the video received on YouTube. So it's based on hits. So he agreed to this. This dumbass agreed to it.
Well, I think it looks like he applied to do it. Not only did he agree, he went on the site and said he wanted somebody to film him do the amputation.
But then he goes to the court and said, "I cut off my own penis. I was unwell. It was myself." He felt under pressure to do it. I can't. That sounds stupid as hell.
That's deep.
This is 2 weeks old too. New York Nike executive had to step down because her son was reselling all the Nikes. He would buy them off of her discount and then resell them. So she had to resign, lose her job after 25 years with the company.
Shit, he must have been. I'm pretty sure he was making good money. Not sure if it was executive money, but it's a lot of money in that shit. What did it say? $600,000 in sales in a single month?
She was with Nike for 25 years. She was making a great amount of money as well.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this little lick he made wasn't going to cause her to be like, "Oh, okay, I'm going to quit my job. You doing this." Because she quit her job, he can't sell Nike.
He lost the plug.
So that was dumb. It was dumb all the way around. So his mom had to she had to quit her job. And these are all the shoes. She was the Nike's VP and GM. She oversees the North America region and the SNKRS app sneakers. She had to resign.
Well, he got caught anyway, so just screwed. But they was living good before that. God damn.
He was living. She had her own. Whatever. It was stupid. She had her own. She was making a lot of money. She was a VP.
Mm-hmm.
All right, another no reason story. Rooster kills owner during an illegal cockfight in India.
Damn.
A rooster equipped with a 3-inch blade tied to its leg, slashed open the groin of its
Hold on,
owner during staging an illegal cockfight in southern India last week.
Hold on. Who put the blade on
Wait a
his
minute.
leg?
A rooster brought a knife to a cockfight. Wait a minute.
That's it. What?
What?
Who? I got so many questions about that.
The bird was reported to have been fluttering out of panic when it accidentally gashed 45-year-old Tangagula Snash. I didn't mess his name up. Police Inspector B. Jeevan said that Shash started bleeding heavily after the rooster knife hit him while he was prepping the rooster for a fight. He died.
Damn. It's a hell of a way to go out.
The rooster brought a knife to the cockfight. That's some crazy ass shit. Rest in peace, dude. My bad.
Jatish.
Jatis. Here's another thing. They've got contact lenses. This is for dudes, and I'm sorry if I sound stereotypical, but most guys are colorblind. Sorry. So they got contacts now that can help you guys with the color blindness.
Colorblind?
Most
I
guys
didn't know
are.
that.
Most guys are.
Not in the DMV.
Okay, the DMV is so different. You're such a different island. You guys don't have any of that. No, guys in the DMV have never been colorblind. Never. That never happens. In the
The
DMV.
whole sneaker industry is based off of matching colors.
You know what?
I don't understand.
No, not in DMV. We are on our own little island, and in DC, we don't have these things. We're so removed. Anywho.
The whole sneaker market is based on matching colors.
Whatever,
I
man.
don't understand. Jizzle.
Men generally are colorblind. Period. I don't care if you live in the DMV, to the AMP, to the VIP, to the MVP,
So if a
to
man-
wherever the hell you live at. Most men are colorblind.
So if a
period.
man is matching, how does that work? How
He's
can he
got
be
a
matching?
good woman that's helping him, or he didn't figured it out. You don't know because you're not colorblind. So stop trying to understand something you're not.
But I don't know anybody that's colorblind.
Okay, but you act like you know everyone in the world. That's what kills me.
When you said
act like
majority, there
you're
should be
just-
like one guy I know, like, dog.
fact check. Just
Why-
do a fact check.
Like, dog, why are your shoes red?
Do
and
a
your-
fact
and your
check.
hat
Because
is
he's got
orange?
somebody that's helping him out. Period.
Dress yourself. Who?
Dude, you need to get out more.
I need to see this. I need to see some data on this.
You
This
do need
sounds
to.
Like, this sounds like some type of.
It is not. Why would I make this stuff up?
This is some kind of. I don't know what this is.
No, you're just.
This woke culture is going too far.
This ain't got nothing to do with woke. This shit was going on way back in your dad's days. Period.
Maybe it's because the vidco. People, that's part of one of the
That ain't got
symptoms.
nothing to do with the vid. Colorblind in men has been a thing.
You can't smell and hear.
It's been a thing. Period.
1 in 12. They ain't majority. See, I was like, man.
1
what
in
is-
12 men are colorblind. 1 in
Yeah.
200 women. That's more than women.
But you said most men. I was like, hold on.
1 in 12?
That's not most. That's 8%.
I'm just gonna let it go.
Yeah, let it go. Jill.
I am, because I can't with you. You know everything. You're right. I just made that up, even though I just fact checked.
You said most men.
All right, I'm
That's
done.
not most.
I'm done. Let's go into Florida. I'm not gonna go back and forth with you because I want to finish this up. You're irritating me now. Florida, 12-year-old. This is a seed of Florida parents. A 12-year-old Florida girl arrested for selling stun guns to the classmates.
Wow.
A 12-year-old girl is accused of bringing stun guns to school and selling them to classmates. According to Tampa Bay Times, like I said, Florida does not care at all. The Coleman Middle School student was not identified, but she was arrested. She was selling them for like $9.99. She bought them off of Amazon and then sold them. Why? I don't know. For no reason. Why?
Maybe there's a lot of fights in school. She wanted to stop the violence.
Another Florida story. And you look at this picture. You can tell this Florida. Florida husband, 66, who challenged cops to find the body as they search for his missing newlywed wife, 45, is arrested after her remains are found buried in the backyard. Why do Florida people call the cops on themselves?
See, I dare guys to find the body.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he challenged the cops to find the body.
Bet you can't find it.
What? Florida.
That's crazy.
It's Florida. I know. I was just there. Okay, that's it for my Florida news. Let's get into some woke news. Mr. Potato Head is in trouble.
Oh my God.
This is our woke news. Now, I want to remind you guys, all these articles that I talk about will be on NolaJComedy.com. If we're moving too fast, you're not understanding, or if you just want to see for yourself if this shit is really real. Because, yeah, someone's expecting Swizzle to hurry
Apparently
up.
they agree.
They agree. So, in woke news, Mr. Potato Head is going gender neutral.
Oh my God.
The toy line will now be called simply Potato Head.
They done did my man wrong.
How come he can't just be Mr. He's always been Mr. Potato Head. How come he can't just be Mr. Potato Head?
And it's not just him. They did Mrs. Potato Head too.
They said Mr. and Mrs. Potato Head characters will live on in some form. In some form. How come they can't just be Mr. and Mrs. Potato Head?
I'll be pissed if they come after Mr. Bucket.
So yeah,
He was a legend too.
they announced Mr. Potato Head isn't going anywhere. Okay, Hasbro tweeted out. Okay.
Hold that tot.
Hold that tot.
I guess potato, like tater tots and stuff.
Yeah, it's a pun.
Okay.
They're Hasbro. They're toys. I don't know how much they can't. Anywho, your main spud, Mr. Potato Head, isn't going anywhere. While it was announced today that the Mr. Potato Head brand name and logo was dropping the Mr. I am proud. I am proud to confirm that Mr. and Mrs. Potato Head aren't going anywhere and remain Mr. and Mrs. Potato Head.
Okay.
All right. Good. I feel better. Do you feel better? I feel better.
Potatoes lives matter.
Right. Dr. Seuss will stop publishing 6 books due to racist images. The woke news is too much for me. I get exhausted. They make me want to go to sleep.
I don't like it.
So Dr. Seuss, they're getting rid of books. The funny part is they got rid of these 6 books and like they are like bestsellers right now. So read across America. The books were pulled are The Cat's Quizzer and To Think I Saw It on Mulberry Street, If I Ran the Zoo, McGilliot's Pool, On Beyond Zebra, and Scrambled Egg Super. I'll be honest, I read none of these damn books. So this definitely was some racist books. It must have been the racist homes. I rock with Dr. Seuss's books, but I don't remember none of those.
I don't remember those either.
I don't remember none of those books. I remember Cat in the Hat, Green Eggs and Ham, and all that other shit. So they might be racist. I might have to take their word for it. It might have been in the racist homes.
Yeah, but that's,
I've never heard of those. I don't remember reading those. Here's another in woke news. California is thinking about banning manwich sauce.
But this was alleged. This was fact checked.
Yeah, it was fake. It was fake, but they was saying for not being gender
I wouldn't be surprised.
But manwich might be next, you guys. It might be next.
Hungry Man, isn't that another one? Hungry Jack.
In other woke news, Cedric the Entertainer said Bill Cosby does deserve credit for being a trailblazer. Eminem, the Gen Z tried to cancel Eminem. Good luck with that. He did not care. He came back with, what did he come back with? Tone deaf was the cut, right? I think he came back with tone deaf. So he's like, bunk y'all. That ain't happening.
Yeah, Eminem. They haven't canceled any artists.
But see, Gen Z doesn't understand. Eminem has always been like this.
Eminem, DMX said some things that you definitely would not be able to say today. Mystical.
Yeah, but
all the rappers I grew up with definitely couldn't exist rapping like that today.
Right, but my thing is like you're going after people who really don't care. So I mean, like,
yeah, they have fans. It doesn't matter what.
Exactly. So you're going after people who can't. So Eminem came back with tone deaf, I think, and it's hilarious. Eminem has always rapped like this. He's always been Eminem. This has always been him. It ain't gonna work. Good luck on that one. Next, here we go. Here we go in woke news. Swizzle, you can handle this one.
Oh my God, I gotta read this out.
Yeah,
loud.
you got to read this one because this one is just it's too much.
This is worse than that damn course.
Of course, don't try not to be too white. Was it what it was? It
Yeah, how to
how to not be
lower your whiteness.
lower your whiteness. Well,
Anti-racist Zoom seminars asked to reflect whether they are white supremacists, and their children told whiteheads are dangerous places for black people. Parents fury at lessons in wokeness, but who are too terrified to speak out. So they're having interventions on Zoom to see whether people are white supremacists.
they said the
and
most. They would say the stuff is intense. One mother told DailyMail.com. They told us the most dangerous place for a black person to live is in a white person's imagination.
See, this to me, I'm gonna just take 15 minutes to say it. This to me is like beginning of something weird in the future, where we had racism in the old days. This seems like something new is coming up.
A NYC high school principal sent parents a survey asking them to reflect where they land on the scale from white supremacists to white abolitionists.
Abolitionists.
What? Why are you sending surveys home like that? What? Public school parent Carrie Leckie of Ann Arbor, Michigan. I have to do a gig in Ann Arbor. This whole woke movement is horrible for society. Well, that's because
100%.
Some of it is, but Ann Arbor, you might need to be woke. Everyone's open to be receptive of things, but they are jamming it down our throats in the worst way. Many parents say they believe education reform is well intentioned, but often rushed, condescending, insulting, and poorly timed. I do agree with that. The woke movement is too quick to be woke. They need a snooze button. Y'all need to take a nap for a minute. The woke movement in education has ignited passion on all sides, with some of the right denouncing diversity plans at the Marxists and the leftists indoctrination.
Parents are afraid to speak out, one father from Maryland said. They don't feel like they can fight this. They're afraid of being canceled or being called a racist. And that's
Have you or your family suffered from political correctness to the extreme?
And this is only the beginning. Every day there's like some new
But
woke
this is
stuff.
where I'm torn. I get it because, I get it. Ann Arbor, Michigan, I've been there, dude. It's not diverse. So I get that part. But in the same respect, and I'm not saying it's all not diverse. I'm not saying it the wrong way. They do need to get some type of culture with them. But I get what they're saying too, where you're like, I get what you're saying. You're forcing it, and you kind of insulting their intelligence too. Because they get it.
It's not natural.
It's not natural.
It's basically saying the premise is you are racist. Now prove me you're not. That's basically how they're going about it.
And it should be like white privilege. That's how they should go about it, to be honest. It shouldn't be racist. It should be more or less, you have white privilege. You've had a lot of things go your way because of the way America has built. That's really the gist of it.
But they're making it this whole.
But there are racist people.
You're a bad person.
There are racist people, so we're not going to ignore that either. So let's move on and more woke news. Pepe Le Pew.
Oh man.
Has been canceled.
R.I.P.
I watched Pepe Le Pew as a kid. Oh, Speedy Gonzalez. I was wondering what happened to him.
Manny Two Shoes.
And Manny Two Shoes. What is going on? So,
on the heels of Dr. Seuss being muzzled for racist depictions in a few books, another beloved childhood memory is also being called problematic. One Pepe Le Pew. The Looney Tunes character fell into the crosshairs of New York Times columnist Charles M. Blow, who wrote an op-ed titled Six Seuss Books Bore a Bias, where he argued racism is deeply embedded into the American culture, especially pop culture, and fed to kids at a young age. And we've got Speedy Gonzalez.
What did they cancel Speedy Gonzalez?
I don't know, but he might be coming next.
So this is the problem with Pepe Le Pew. Now I grew up. I'm Gen X. I grew up with Pepe Le Pew. I didn't think he was raping anybody because it was another cat. Dave Chappelle, I think about 20 years ago, did a joke about Pepe Le Pew when he brought up that he was a rapist. So Dave Chappelle was already on it. But it says that Pepe Le Pew added to the rape culture because he grabs and kisses a girl, a stranger, repeatedly without consent against her will. She struggles mightily to get away from him, but he won't release her. He locks the door to prevent her from escaping. As a kid, I didn't pay attention to none of that. And to be honest, she was a cat. So I didn't.
I thought that's how cats did anyway.
Her name was Penelope Pussycat. So I couldn't relate to it being me because it was a cat. I thought, it's a cat. They're cats. They're cartoons. They're animated. Like, I didn't take it that literal.
Right.
Like, oh my God, it's a cat. So, still some say he's reaching to make a point, and the cartoon was never meant to be interpreted that way. Adding was all good and fun, and no child observed Pepe's behavior as being something to mimic. Fair enough, but the cartoon theory is a novel. The great Dave Chappelle once touched on the exact issue in his stand-up special, which Killing Him Softly, I remember this, where he too brought up Pepe Le Pew and flat out called him a rapist and discussed other kids' shows that looked much different than adult Sesame Street characters, and he did all that. So so Pepe Le Pew is canceled. He's not in Space Jam anymore.
I live in the trash can.
So I don't wonder what's gonna happen to Speedy Gonzalez and Mammy with Two Shoes. Why is Mammy Two Shoes still around? I didn't even know there was a thing called Mammy and Two Shoes.
It sounds familiar, but I don't remember.
I don't remember Oh, Mammy the Two Shoes was in Tom and Jerry. Okay. All right. More woke news. Californians thinking about banning boy and girl sections at stores.
Oh my God.
So no longer boy toys,
so you don't
girl
go to
toys.
the boy section.
This is gonna be toys.
It's just dresses and
There's
boxers.
no longer gonna be boys and girls sections. All right.
Boxers next to dresses.
And more woke news. This shit right here had me in tears. I laughed for a good 15 minutes when I read just the title. I don't even think I want to read anymore. The title alone. Papa John's founder said he's been working for the last 20 months to remove the N-word from his vocabulary after he was ousted from the board of pizza chain for using racial slur during a conference call. We just gonna leave it at that. Why is it taking you so long?
Man. I respect it.
I get it.
He's working hard.
I get it, because as black folks, we like, yeah, it is hard trying to get that removed from your back. We say it all the time, but I think he's saying nigger.
I'm trying to understand.
I think he said nigger.
I'm trying to understand the context, because
usually,
usually,
understand how's he do? Is he doing an intervention? What is the problem? And why is he saying this out loud? Like, you should not. He actually said this out loud, so. He blatantly added, we have 3 goals for the last 20 months. Get rid of the N-word in my vocabulary and dictionary. It's in your dictionary. There's a dictionary with it? The N-word's in the dictionary? I thought it was Negro. What is in the dictionary?
It's in his dictionary, I guess.
What dictionary does he have that has nigger?
I'm here for it. I'm here for it.
Get rid of the N-word in my vocabulary, dictionary, and everything else because it's just not true. I figured out how they did this and get on with my life. What? What is he talking
That's
about?
That's one of his goals. But
why is it taking him so damn long? How often is he using this?
Because he's like Samuel L. Jackson. Like, he just...
He's not saying, but I can see if he was saying nigga like we do, like the culture.
That has to be how he's saying
nigger.
it. But it has to be how he's saying it. Because nobody says nigger that much.
He's white.
I know, but no one's...
Yeah, he does. He just said he's trying to for the last 20 months, he's been trying to get rid of the N-word.
But if he's saying nigger that much, it can't be a negative
This is
thing.
what he said. He stepped down because he was recorded using the N-word while attempting to downplay his remarks during a conference call. He used nigger.
Well, it doesn't say what he said, ER or not. But my point is...
You are really naive. If you think this man is... Come on, man.
My point is, if he's going through this much great lengths and announcing...
He should just keep saying it then.
Announcing that he's in rehab, that... I don't... if you hate black people, you're not talking about them that much. Like that's why I'm like, okay. He's like, man, these niggas, man, they don't even buy my pizza. They be buying Pizza Hut.
I'm trying to figure out how he get. No, he's not saying that. He's saying it with the ER. How? What dictionary has? I'm confused. So this had me laughing for about 15 minutes. 15 minutes. It was during. He said during the call, Shatner tried to downplay his NFL remarks by calling Colonel Sanders calls black niggers as he complained that the KFC founder never faced public backlash. He used it ER.
Well, but either way, that statement was just basically saying what Colonel Sanders said. So when you say that word that much, you're not like talking bad. That's why I'm like, man, it's funny to me because he's probably using it like rappers, like we use it.
He's using it with the ER. It's not like rappers.
Nah, that's like that example. That's not.
He's not. He's doing it with the ER. We'll agree to disagree. You could go ahead and believe that if you really think he's really on point. Does this guy look like he is a rapper using like he? Come on, man. I can't with you.
Papa John.
Now, whatever. Let's move on because you sound stupid. You sound stupid as him talking about getting on national TV. Talking about it's been taking 20 minutes for 20 months.
People who say it with the ER aren't announcing that they've been trying to.
You don't know that. This is the thing is you act like you know everyone and you've been around everyone. Like you don't know that.
They're not making it.
You're not a white man that used nigger. So how would you know this?
Because growing up around the ones that do, they're not outwardly like.
You maybe grew up with wiggers.
It's a lack of respect.
Maybe you grew up with wiggers
they
who
wouldn't
say
even,
niggas.
They wouldn't even.
This
that's
dude
not
like
even
he straight
like,
up say the like he say ER.
You can't go by look like. I mean, he's Papa John. Come on.
Talking about Colonel Sanders.
That was his example. That's what I guess what they fired him off.
I'm gonna let you have whatever you have over there, sir.
I'm here for it.
He
I
is
like
not
it.
using it
like
in a rapper term.
Well,
period.
I like it.
And he should never announce that it's been taking him 20 months to remove it out of his damn vocabulary. That's something you don't say out loud. That's something that later on down the road you do a documentary on how he lost it from Papa John's and lost everything. And you come back and you do a documentary, and then in the documentary he says that you don't get on national TV and be like, "Yeah, it's been taking me 20 months to get the N word out of my vocabulary."
Look,
what?
It just sounds.
What?
It's
and then it's in the
2021.
dictionary. What dictionary do you have this?
He meant like the social vocabulary.
Whatever.
That's
Let's
what
move on to healthy living. McDonald's has signed a Beyond Meat for 3-year deal, so they're gonna have plant-based options. That's kind of dope. So that's cool. Burger King in freaking China or Japan got a four patty burger. It's disgusting. It looks like a heart attack. So that's not healthy living.
It looks like.
And then
4 quarter pounders.
And this is something else that's not
sauce.
healthy living. A restaurant, I think it's in Iowa, serves a Fruit Loop pizza. It's topped with cheese and sugary cereal.
Oh my god!
It's absolutely disgusting. I'm looking at it. I'm about to throw up. Look at that. Why?
What drug do you do that makes you
want
to eat that?
I think people are super high when they come up with this. Okay, in my Drake news, he dropped a EP with 3 songs on it. It's The Scary Hour 2. I love it. What Next? Lemon Pepper. And I think he got one with the Lil Baby. Love it all. Good shit. Entertainment, news. Janet Jackson's got a 2-part documentary coming out on Lifetime. Bruno Mars, one of my favorite artists, and Anderson .Paak got a new band called Silk Sonic, which was named by Bootsy Collins, and Bootsy Collins is part of it. And their first single came out. I love it. They're going to be on the Grammys. I told you guys how I feel about that. Ice Cube accused Warner Brothers of holding back the Friday franchise. Eddie Murphy actually, when Charlie Murphy, his story is on the Chappelle show. Eddie Murphy confirmed it and told the story, and it went exactly how Charlie Murphy said it did. And then he said Prince whipped our asses, and he said they did have on blouses because they just got done doing a video. Tyler Perry is doing something that's already on Stars, which is one of my favorite shows, P Valley on Stars. But Tyler Perry is making a BET series about the female strip club owner in Atlanta, and it's called All the Queen's Men. I know you want to say something about that, but we're gonna keep moving.
Yeah, keep that moving.
Winston Duke is gonna play Marcus Garvey in Amazon Studios. I'm looking forward to that. I'm a fan of Marcus Garvey. Lil Wayne, new Young Money compilation albums coming out. I don't think it was care. R. Kelly.
You just skipped over. That's your boy. That's Drake.
I know.
Drizzy Drake.
I know. R. Kelly got the vaccine in jail. How does he skip everyone?
Because it's R. Kelly.
Whatever. Whatever. And then
he raised hell.
T.I. and his Tiny, they having some issues. People accused them of some sexual stuff. Versus the new battle that's coming up that I'm looking forward to. It's Wu-Tang, baby. Raycon and Ghostface Killer. Verse battle.
Ghostface Killer.
Killer.
With the ER.
Killer. Well, because I was thinking of dude with the ER arguing with you because you don't think he's whatever. Ghostface Killer. That's gonna be dope. I did not watch the D'Angelo one. I feel bad. I didn't. He ended up doing solo, but he was supposed to do it with Maxwell, from my understanding. That's why he ended up by himself.
Was that the ones that was him and friends or something?
It was him and friends, but it was supposed to be Maxwell. Like I said, I don't know if Eric Benet had anything to do with it, but when I tried to get with Maxwell, I got blocked. But I'm just saying.
So you think he stepped
in? But the
and
crazy part is I ended up meeting D'Angelo with Eric, but I couldn't meet Maxwell. So that's the whole thing. Swiss Beats and Timberland sell the Versus video app and to a video app network, and I think it was 43 creatives that performed to this date are all part of it. So Swiss, Timberland, Alicia Keys, Nelly, Kurt Franklin, T-Pain, Gucci Mane, Maine, Brandy, Ludacris, E40, Erykah Badu, Jill Scott, and Beanie Man, and more, because it was 43 of them, are all going to be part of it. If I'm moving too fast, you guys want to catch up, like I said, it's on NolaJComedy.com, all these articles, and I also post on my page, Nola J page. I have a Facebook page. And sorry you guys keep hearing my doggone notifications because I can't turn them off because I can't figure out how to do it. But anywho, so they sold it to the video app network Triller. And I think they're part of this though.
Well, they gave them to a large equity stake in Triller. So the company that bought it, they gave them part ownership of Triller itself, and then also the 43 people that participated so far get a small percentage of it.
So they made a good deal. Tariq from Power, I think we know him as Michael Rainey Jr. Snap called them sellouts because he didn't understand what was going on.
Right.
And hopefully they did correct them. So versus for something that organically happened, and people have been listening to the podcast, you know that we get down with versus. I do to all of them. I missed the D'Angelo one. I'll go back and check it out. So that's good. That was something that was organically done during quarantine, and it worked out. And I'm seeing D Nice in that doggone truck commercial every single time now. My name is D Nice. Taking out your suckers, then you don't know how I did it. I'm like, that's wild. And in a few episodes prior, you guys heard me talk about my meeting of D Ice. So that's wild. Instagram, real quick. They're hiding likes. They took likes away, and everybody freaked out.
Yeah.
But I think they're coming up with a feature where they're hiding likes. I don't know. Who cares? But you guys, that's it. That's the No Reason Entertainment Woke News. Florida, we put it all in one. I went super fast because we had so much in from 2 weeks ago. We're going to take a quick break. We're going to come back to comedy in the Jizzle Corner, and I still have no idea what I'm going to talk about.
But don't you move.
I'm going to need him to stop saying that.
Don't even take a piss.
I have no clue. So, and Jizzle Corner might be short and sweet because I have no idea what I'm going to do. So we'll be right back. Episode 85, No Reason. I am Nola J.
And I am young Don Suave. Don't touch that dial.
Oh, he finally said something was close to the 1900s. I don't even know. We'll be right back. And we are back. It's the No Reason Podcast, episode 85.
85, I'm Don Suave, and this is the Jizzle's Corner.
We have finally hit it. We've hit the Jizzle Corner.
Just like Ray J said.
Oh, wow. Did you just put me in the... Okay. So, this is the special segment where I tell my part of some stories, a little bit of my life, so you guys can get to know me, or just for the fact you can understand why my permanent hashtag should be only me, because only me deal with all this type of stuff. So we're gonna get into this. So some comedy news. What is it really going on? We got the Coming to America 2. I have to finish that. There's mixed reviews on that. My opinion, you guys, I would not have the same expectation that I would have for the first one, period. So get that out your mind. Just enjoy the fact that a lot of people got employed. I ain't gonna lie. Most respect to the GOAT, Eddie Murphy. He's a GOAT. But Coming to America 2 reminded me of Soul Plane. They got everybody named Mama in that damn movie. Everyone you can think of is in Coming to America. Everyone.
Everybody got a role.
Salt and Pepper to Fancy from the Jamie Foxx show. They got everybody and their mama.
Not Fancy.
Yes, they do. They got everybody and their mama in Coming to America 2. So, Coming to America 2, I'm treating it separate from the first one. I'm not comparing it. I'm not going down that route. I'm not doing that. And the only reason I'm saying that, some movies are classic. Coming to America 1 is classic, period. They didn't even want to do it. Eddie Murphy was just like, I don't even want to do a sequel. And Arsenio was like, let's not do a sequel. And they end up doing it because the first one was such a classic. So if you're going to watch the second one, I want you to get the first one out your mind and just enjoy it. Just sit back and enjoy seeing beautiful... It's the culture. It's all about the culture. You'll see everyone under the sun in this movie. I'm not saying it's on the same badness of Soul Plane, but Soul Plane, to be honest, Soul Plane is one of the movies. It's like Baby Boy. It's like one of the movies. It's part of the culture. When you go watch
a cult
it,
classic. You
just gonna watch it. You know it's horrible, but everyone and their mothers in Soul Plane, from Kevin Hart, Snoop Dogg, Roseanne's ex-husband, I can't think of his name right now, the white dude, he was in it. Like, everyone and their mom was in Soul Plane. Everyone. Coming to America 2, everyone got paid. Everyone got a bag. So just enjoy it. Now, if they do a 3, I ain't fucking with them. And the only reason I'm saying that...
You'll support them on this.
No, the only reason I'm saying that is because, prime example, Hangover is one of my favorite movies. Tropical Thunder is one of my favorite movies. Thank God Tropical Thunder never did a sequel. Hangover did Hangover 2. Hangover 2 can never top Hangover 1. Hangover 1 is goals. Hangover 1 is goals, period. Like, if you want to go to Vegas, that's goals to me. Hangover 2, it was like, okay, they was there, but it could never top the one. That was good. Hangover 3, you can kiss my black ass with that one. That was horrible.
I hadn't seen that.
They should have never, ever... I saw it in L.A. I saw it with my baby cousin. She's not a baby. She's a grown woman. But she works for Warner Brothers. And normally, we get to see... I was out in L.A. Normally, we get to see the latest movies on her TV with no problem. And people know there's screeners and things that, your name go across. People know this. When you get movies before Vid, and they weren't showing movies on like Amazon and Hulu and HBO Max, you know how they've been doing, where you can see them on there and the theater.
Right.
But they have screeners. And you get them ahead of time, or you get them when they come out and they're in the movies. But when you watch them, the name goes across. That's security-wise. So, my cousin, we always watch that. But Hangover 3, her and I both, because we love the Hangover franchise, we're like, dude, we're just going to go to the theater and see it. I won't do that shit ever again in life. Ever. Watch Hangover 3 again. It was so
That horrible?
damn disappointing. The reason I love the Hangover movies is because, well, the first one is because they just shit was just happening. When the valet dude came and he pulled up with a cop car and they got to sit there and figure out how in the hell did we get a cop car? And they driving around and dude is missing a tooth and they got a baby. Like the Hangover, the first was all that. Hangover 3 was some bullshit.
Yeah.
Hangover 3 was so bad that I ended up going on Venice Beach that day after we saw it. Well, I went to Roscoe's after it, of course, because that's just, it was on a Sunday that we saw it. So whenever I'm in LA, my Sunday ritual is always Venice Beach and Roscoe. That's just something I always do. And we go on Venice Beach, and I was like, man, that was so disappointing. I got to do something crazy. And my cousin's like, what are you going to do? I said, man, I'm going to get a tattoo. I got a tattoo on Venice Beach.
So it was so bad you had to make up for it by doing something
I had
in real
to do
life.
something crazy, like on Venice Beach. So yeah, so Coming to America 2, with that being said, is don't go with high expectations of it being the first one, because the first one was a classic. It can never be remade. It can never be, there's nothing you can do. But they did a very good job at what they did. And it's not me. I felt bad because some of the reviews, people was going in on them. I'm like, you guys, you going in with that. And of course, it's your generation and younger, because y'all suck.
Gen Z, probably.
Y'all just suck. Y'all not creative. Y'all don't do shit, but y'all always criticizing when people try to do some shit.
Oh,
So
here we
whatever.
go. Here we go.
Anywho, so I'm just letting you guys know. Watch it, enjoy it. You get to see some of your. Wesley Snipes is funny as hell. I ain't gonna lie. He was funny in was he with Eddie? He was with Eddie when Eddie did God, I hate that my memory is not well right now because I can't remember. Eddie did Rudy. Okay, I'm gonna stop because I can't get it. But Eddie just did the Netflix where he did the documentary and he did My Boy, and Wesley Snipes was funny as hell. Period. He's funny, and he don't even try to be funny, but he's funny. So that's what I say about Coming to America too. All right, this is the Jizzle Corner. This is a quick story. I'm gonna tell you how I met Genuine.
Elgin Lumpkin.
My pony, ride it. Okay. So Genuine had a concert in Milwaukee. This was years ago. And my sister, our sister, worked at a hotel. And she worked at a hotel downtown where she frequently saw a lot of people that check in. I don't know, and Swizzle, you could vouch for this because we have no idea how this happens. But Kim somehow manages to hook up with famous people in the most random ways, and you end up on some random stuff. So she worked at the hotel. She met Genuine's, I don't know if it's manager, drummer, I don't know. Somebody was talking to her in the hotel. We ended up getting tickets, backstage passes, everything. So she calls me up. She's like, hey, sis, Genuine's in town. Now, Genuine and me is super fine. I love me some Genuine. He was still married to Soul. What's her name, Soul?
Soleil.
Soleil. He was still married to her. Now, I'm going to tell you guys something about the Jizzle Corner. I'm no snitch, so I'm not going to tell a lot. I'm just going to give you the gist of everything.
I think you already did.
And be done with it. He was still married to her. And so Kim somehow hooked up. We got all these tickets. So we watch him in concert performing My Pony, which is his hit. That's it. I mean, he's got other hits because I'm a Genuine fan, besides the fact that he's hot. But when I met him in person, he was short. It was like he was my height, which was kind of threw me off. So, anyways, so we get done. He gets done performing. I don't remember where it was at, but we ended up at the after party at a club. And now we're hanging with Genuine. Like, he's literally, like, I'm talking to him. We all hanging out. We in the VIP. We kicking it. We doing all that. I'm still sitting there like, how in the hell am I hanging out with Genuine? Like, I still don't understand how this is all happening.
Right.
Your sister pulls stuff off that's amazing to me sometimes.
Shout out to Tukey.
I don't know what it is, but we ended up with Genuine. We kicked it all night long. We kicked it till the sun came up. I won't tell any more about that story, but I hung out with Genuine. Then there's another random thing that happened, and I don't know if I want to tell this story, but I'm gonna tell it. So the Green Bay Packers were having a meet and greet at some place, and once again, your sister was like, "Hey." Then this was years ago, you guys. This is a long time ago. So it was the
It's like 2019, 18 or something.
No, we went 1918. You know what? Kiss my ass. It was I can't remember, but it was our first Super Bowl team. So with Brett Favre. So it was Gilbert Brown, Santana, Dotson, Donald Driver, all of them. So they were at some meet and greet. Somehow your sister knew about it. We ended up there, and we ended up on this long ass kicking it. It started at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. We meet up. We go to do the meet and greet. And somehow, I don't know how she did this, but we end up hanging out with Gilbert Brown, Santana Dotson, Donald Driver, all of them. All night. And I'm going to tell you how much we was kicking it. Santana Dotson had a tequila out at that time. So everywhere we went, he'd just pull out his tequila and we just drink it. I'm like, dude, he wouldn't even tell the bar that he had it. Just pull it out and we just drink it as tequila. We started with the 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and then I'll never forget this. I'm a season ticket holder for the Bucks. You guys know this. This was a very important game. This was the game that the Bucks could have went to the conference finals. We played Philadelphia. AI was still on the team. I had tickets. I was having so much fun because I'm such a Packer fan. I called up Pops, gave it to Pops. Pops ended up having to go to the game by himself because I'm still hanging out with the Packers. That happened to be one of the best games ever, and we got cheated by the refs because it was a last-minute call, and they gave it to AI, and that was our moment where we could have went over to the finals.
Is that with Ray Allen or Michael Ray?
Yep, Ray Allen.
Okay.
So I passed that up to hang out with Gilbert, Santana, Donald Driver. So we ended up at Sabor's, a restaurant, and they was just opening up. It was a grand opening. And this restaurant is one of those where they just serve you meat constantly and bring it to you, whatever.
Like the Brazilian.
It's a Brazilian, yes. You're absolutely correct. So I'm sitting at a table with Gilbert, Santana, Donald Driver, like a whole bunch of Packers. Some that are on the team and some that are not part of. So it's a huge table. We sit around eating, having fun. Santana brings out his tequila. I don't know why he carries this. He just carried this tequila.
It's a good ass idea, but go ahead.
Next thing you know, we move on to the club. We in a private section now. So we hanging out in a private section, bottles. I'm with the Packers. You don't understand how I'm trying to act chill like this is normal, but inside I'm like, oh my God, I'm with the Super Bowl champs. I'm with the Packers. I'm a big Packer fan, but I'm playing it off. Mm-hmm. At that time, me and Gilbert are clicking. We cool. We like clicking. We getting along really well. We're having a good time. And what I mean by that, y'all don't think the wrong way. I meant like friend wise, like, you know, like it was, we had good conversation. I love Gilbert. This is a long time ago, but now he's a good dude. So we hanging out. So then we get done with the club. It's like 3 o'clock in the morning. Now we go to the hotel to hang out, all of us. And Gilbert's on the phone ordering Jimmy John's. And I was like, Gilbert, you really have lost weight. Santana stepped on me. He's like, you've been telling him this all night. Where the hell is you seeing him lost weight? He ain't lost no damn weight. So Santana's cussing me out because he feels like I'm like gaslighting Gilbert. But I was like, he does look slim from when he played with us. But it's 4 o'clock in the morning. He's ordering Jimmy John's too. So it's like, so we're arguing back and forth. We all hung out. And I'm going to leave it at that. I'm going to say nothing less, nothing more. But at the end of the day, that's how me and Gilbert became super cool. So we super cool. No, there was no hanky panky with Gilbert and I, nothing like that. When I mean super cool, like I respect him. He's a good dude. He still gives back in Milwaukee. And I can say that I hung out with the Super Bowl champions, the Packers, and I mean straight up hung out with them. It was a good time, and that is what I have for the Jizzle Corner.
You ain't had no wings thrown at you. You didn't have to watch nobody.
No, they were
sex on
very
the bed next to
respectful.
you.
I didn't have nothing thrown at me.
You wasn't watching people having sex on
No,
the bed next
Santana just kept cussing me out because he didn't like the fact that I kept complimenting Gilbert. And I was just like, he does look good. Do you remember what he looked like when he was with us and all that? And I think what I liked so much about it was they were so down to earth. We had so much fun. And I got to hang out. You don't understand. That is one of my favorite stories. I don't care if the audience doesn't get it. And don't say I don't care about you guys. I care about you. But what I'm saying is for me to hang around with my Super Bowl team made my day. Like, that was my team. I mean, Aaron Rodgers, of course. We got a Super Bowl with him. But this was, like, dope to hang out with some Packers. So
and Dad was at the game by himself.
Dad was at the game by himself, but twofold, that game was one of the best games. So I was kind of mad. I'm like, it was one of those situations. It was like, I could have went and saw a great game, which was one of the games that go down in history with AI, or I got to really hang out with my Packers that I love from the Super Bowl, and to this day, I'm still cool with them. So it's not like I'm cool with them. So it was one of those things. It's a situation. It's Nola J's life. I wouldn't complain. I mean, it ain't like it wasn't like either choice would have been a bad choice. Both choices were very good. So I'm very happy I got to hang out with my Packers. So that's what I got for the Jizzle Corner. And that's it.
For sure.
Yeah, okay. Why aren't you hyping that up? Why are you looking at me like that?
Because I'm living in the moment.
For sure. So you guys, this has been another great episode. We won't be gone for 2 weeks again. I know I rushed through a lot of no reason stories and things like that because we had so many from a week ago. It was ridiculous for 2 weeks ago. So I appreciate everyone listening. I see the numbers. They're coming in. We do have a lot of things coming up. We move a little slow. That's just how we move.
But we're moving.
And we moving. It's organic. I just started saying this is what I want to do. So this is great. Everything I talk about is on NolaJComedy.com. On my website is all my social medias. If you want to reach out to me, holler at me. My DM is really weird right now. So hopefully I don't block you or move you to general or do something because I don't know what's going on. My DMs is out of control. And Swizzle sees that. So kind of embarrassing sometimes.
I don't read the messages.
I'm glad you don't, because I'll be like,
I don't even dare.
Yeah, Swizzle has access to. You talk about who got all my passwords. Swizzle has all my passwords. So it's been another great episode. I really miss. I hate not doing it for 2 weeks, but
feels weird, doesn't it?
It felt really weird. We got back into
85 episodes. You start to feel abnormal not doing the podcast.
Doing one. So we'll be back next week with no problem. It was things out of my control. It just didn't work out for the timing. But it's all good. We got 85. You guys can go back and listen to some other ones if you like. So once again, this is the Nola J. This is Nola J. I said the Nola J podcast. The No Reason Podcast. I am Nola J, a.k.a. Chocolate Blonde, a.k.a. Jizzle,
a.k.a. Nola JJ. And I'm Don Suave, a.k.a. Young Suave Sutra, a.k.a. Suaverati. Don't tell nobody or hurt nobody.
Yo, I don't appreciate you ripping on my Clubhouse name.
No, I like it.
Dude, I got you in the Clubhouse.
JJ.
Okay, remember? I sent you an invite, so stop playing with me.
I got it.
All right, you guys, have a great week. Do something that makes you laugh. Go out and have some fun. Enjoy life. Life is too short. Somebody, it was Ludacris said something, but I can't remember what he said. So
he said, I got hoes in different area
No,
codes.
not that. He was saying something to the fact, life is too short. Live it to the fullest. You guys have a great week. Talk to you guys next week. Once again, my name is Nola J. Peace out. Deuces.
Peace.
Tell a friend to download and subscribe to the No Reason Podcast with Nola J, the Chocolate Blonde. Go to the website NolaJComedy.com. That's NolaJComedy.com.